we on? Yeah. Hi, guys. Yeah, episode 9. I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm really excited to meet our guest for tonight. But before that, I want to ask you guys if you have any or interaction or memorable moments with our guest for this evening. How about let's start with Ella?
Yeah. So siguro it was really way back. The first time I saw her was she did a demo in Tiendesitas, and we were still like very small kids. And then she was really great and very ang galing ng demo niya. Actually, parang may tumbling pa siya. Tapos sabi ko, paano yun? Like, hindi ko na paano yun. And parang I was really inspired that time kasi um, before when I was a kid, I really heard a lot from her. Yung mga tournaments na before and the trainings before, like how she won the SEA Games before, ganyan. And that's I think the only interaction that I had from her when I was still a kid. So what about you, Alex?
Me, I've had a lot of interactions with the Mom Gretchen, especially when I was a kid. Because since Sensei David before was the national team coach, right? And then he handled like the national team. So as I was a very small kid, I had many chances to meet Mom Gretchen and uh lots of
Okay,
memories
pag
really.
name drop ka agad.
I mean, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I think you can see her now sa stream.
Yeah, we can see her on stream
Yeah.
right now. So yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of memories really, and I've been teased a lot. I know Ma'am Gretchen was like when I was a small kid as like the national team player na maganda, and then really a fierce fighter. And growing up, still that's still the same image naman. Even though, ayun, she's moved on to like being a journalist, and we're still really proud na um our guest can
It's like,
really not say the name. Anyway,
hindi, wala na.
but
Nasabi
yeah,
mo na
I
kanina
just said
eh.
it already. So yeah, it's such an honor talaga to have Ma'am Gretchen here right now here. So yeah.
Thank you for that, Alex. Ako naman, bagong lipat lang kasi ako sa idea, so I didn't really have the chance to grow up with Ma'am Gege or to experience training with her before. But I remember nung sa Alimol, I think it was may event
Black belt.
may event tayo. Yeah, it was a black belt training. And she trained with us. Tas sobrang starstruck ko talaga kasi
Yeah.
syempre, Ma'am Gege, like, very respected journalist. Tas parang, uy, teammate ko pala to black belt pala ng KDA. So parang nakaka-proud kasi alam mo yun, parang
Yeah, definitely.
artista sa sa tabi ko ng training, sumusuntok sa tabi ko. So it's really it's really a
An
experience.
honor.
Yeah, memorable talaga. So yeah, that's my experience with her. But before we introduce our guest, guys, I want to remind you that you can leave questions you want to ask our guest down below in the comment section, and we will be reading them during or after our break. So yeah, let's head on to the introduction. Um, our guest for tonight holds a Master of Science degree from the Columbia Graduate School of Journalism in the City of New York, class of 2014. She graduated from University of Santo Tomas with a degree of Bachelor of Arts in Communication Arts, and she is currently a freelance video journalist here in the Philippines since June 2015. From September 2014 to May 2015, Ms. Malalad was a business reporter in Reuters, London, UK, and Shanghai, China. She is a video journalist in the New York Daily News back in 2014, and she was a broadcast journalist in the ABS-CBN News Channel Philippines from April 2006 to June 2013. And for her awards, take it away, Ella.
So, way back 2013, she was an award-winning Best Television Female News Program reporter in the PUP Mabini Media Awards, and also in 2012, award-winning citation from Health Justice Philippines is for investigation of manipulation by Philip Morris. And she is also a martial art instructor during her karate off season in Airwoman First Class in the Philippine Air Force in 2000 until 2005. She is also a former national team for 7 years, and she also won gold medals in 2001, 2003, and 2005 in Southeast Asian Games. And she was also honored in the Philippine Sports Museum of Hall of Fame. That's it.
Wow, grabe. The credentials, ang haba.
Ang haba.
Oo nga eh.
That is
Without
a lot.
further ado,
Yeah.
here we have Ma'am Gretchen Malalad. Hi, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, hello,
Thank
ma'am.
you all for inviting me.
It is such an
How was
honor.
your week po, ma'am?
It's okay, slow week. Slow week.
Slow week.
Oh my God. Parang yung sinabi niyong mga you guys remember me. I feel so old. No, just kidding. I'm glad that, I always do those demos because it's the thing. I mean, I started karate when I saw a demo. So, dun ako nagsimula. I was with pinapanood ko lang yung dalawa kong brothers. Then I saw this demo, sa General Assembly. And dun din ako na-hook. So I know, kaya pinagtsatsagaan ko yung mga demo because that's the way to attract students. And I also have fun doing those demos anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really had. Sorry.
Ay, sige, go, Alex.
No,
go, Alex.
yeah, I had the honor of seeing some of those demos that you've done also, Ma'am Gretchen, back in the national team also, when you're beating up some of the guys in the
Yeah,
national
You were
team.
always
Oh.
there when we were practicing.
Yeah.
You were so little, like Alex running around the gym, like
Yeah, the old gym in Ultra, right? Oh.
hands and
Yeah, I was so amazed.
cute.
What happened na, ma'am? Joke lang.
Oh, I'm not cute anymore? No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Still are. Foggy.
Thank you very much. Okay. Very honored to have Ma'am Gretchen say that on the air. All right. Sige.
Yeah, ayun. Thank you for that, Ma'am Gretchen. Talking about those demos, let's move on to our main points of our night. How old were you when you started started watching those demos, and how old were you when you started karate po?
I started late. I started when I was 16 years old. That's a bit late, diba?
Yeah, it's already late.
Because I think I was going to first year college na ako when I started.
Oh.
Like I graduated high school. The summer of when I graduated high school, doon ako nag-start ng karate. It was my two brothers. I think you know that I don't know if you know them. It's Tyron and Onkyo. They were also in the national. Onkyo was in the national team. Tyron also trained, but Tyron is yung pinakamagaling sa amin actually. Kalimpusa lang ako. So I started when I was 16. Sila munang dalawa, my two brothers, they started karate. And they like it. They keep on practicing at home. I'm the middle child, only girl in the family.
Oh.
So when you see them practicing, yung parang, oh no, yari ako dito. Pagpapra ko na yung magiging punching bag dito. So I joined them at class. Mga siguro after 4 months, when I saw the demo in one of their general assemblies, sabi ko, sige nga, I will try it. So at first, I wasn't really serious, doing karate. I mean, it was just like,
Easy
parang
lang.
uy, martial artist, yung parang
Yeah.
Right.
parang uso lang. And I was really bad. Parang yellow belt pa lang ata, nag-fail na ako. Hindi na ako nakapasa na exam.
Oh, okay.
I think I was in yellow belt for like a year.
Oh.
And I failed again my orange belt exam. I was really bad when I started, But throughout the years, I come to love the sport, we compete, and especially at home, we also practice at home with my brothers. Lalo na yung kumite, fighting with your brothers. I think that's why I became good then, because of them. I think so. So I started that, then eventually, national competition, club competition, national. Then that's how I got into the national team.
Pero ma'am, I have a question. When you were 16, hindi po ba mahirap as a teenager to move pa? Like to learn something in that kind of age? Kasi parang I think it's kind of late now because usually kids started at a very young age.
Yeah.
I I play other sports. I was into basketball. Before karate pala. I was doing college basketball pala.
Hindi halata. Hindi halata.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was always playing 3-on-3 with my two brothers. So, kalaban namin yung mga construction worker dun sa So, meron akong athletic back. Hindi naman athletic. I run,
Mhm.
And when I was a kid, diba, plyometrics, yung Chinese garter, yung,
Oh, yeah.
diba, I grew up doing that. Ngayon kasi yung mga bata, nasa tablet na, hindi na tumatakbo masyado. So, I was really like, I was running all the time, I was jumping. I think that helped. It developed. Yeah. Yung pagtitiku ko,
Maybe that's why students right now are harder to teach. Now that I'm a sensei too, I'm teaching kids, and then it's not like the what do you call this? How you grew up, Ma'am Gretchen, in the world outside.
It depends also on the
active,
era.
right?
Yes, that's
It
true.
depends on the era. But now kasi, would you tell the kids to play outside? Diba? No.
Yeah,
Diba
exactly.
parang kamasagasaan? Iba yung panahon ngayon eh.
Yes, ma'am.
Our
Yes.
time was really different from your time. So you can't also blame those the kids now that they don't go outside. Diba? Baka masagasaan pa sila.
Yeah.
Us, the streets was our playground. But now, diba?
Yes.
Papabayaan mo ba yung kids mo outside?
Yeah.
Diba?
Hindi na.
That's right. Yeah, because I have students that are that have a hard time jumping. So that's something difficult now for them.
Siguro, you would recommend, bring back like kahit the mga indoor games like the jumping rope, Chinese
Yes.
garter.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Those are really fun, So,
Yeah, and it will help like the.
but again, that was a different time. We didn't have mga distractions. na
Gadgets.
Phones.
Walang, yeah.
PlayStation, oh my God.
no
Yeah.
pandemic. I mean,
Diba?
it's true.
Pandemic also.
Wala ka tablet, there was no, internet. There was no Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah. Going back, ma'am, I want to ask, kasi you mentioned to us na you played different sports other than karate. So how did you manage to juggle all of those sports and studying as well po during that time?
Well, when I started basketball, nasa team B ako ng UST noon eh. I was playing college basketball. Pero I needed to choose na eh, because I basketball, then training din ng karate. Nung medyo pasok na ako sa national team, I decided to quit na my basketball career, di ba? So ayun, I focused na lang sa karate. But of course, yung basketball also helped me a lot, from the running, yung agility, everything. It also helped me. Then studies, yeah. I mean, I train. When I was in the national team, nakapasok ako. I think I was in 4th year college eh. But talagang nagpursige na din ako. It's also a good thing that I got into the national team nung pag-graduate na ako, because it would be really hard, if I would be competing, training, and studying at the same time. But, di ba? But ako, I really prioritize my studies first.
Right.
Pagkatapos na yun, graduate ka muna. Alam mo yun, makapaghintay yan. So, ayun talaga yung finokus ko. So, after I graduated, then I really focused sa karate.
Grabe talaga yung time management ni ma'am.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dati pa, I was training. I mean, I was in college, tapos may mga exams, then, syempre, nagko-commute lang ako noon, di ba? 2 hours from Pasig to USC, parang 2 oras. Parang
layo.
Oo nga, layo.
Tapos, biyahe ko papuntang training, 2 hours din. So, ang pahinga ko, minsan gumagawa pa ang assignment sa may likod ng FX, di ba?
Student athlete life.
This brings back so much memories.
Yeah. So it was hard. But I mean, I survived.
Yeah, we're so glad you did po, ma'am. Grabe. And I think like most of us can relate din sa yung pagko-commute and like balancing like the athletic life and the student life. Do you guys have any more questions to ask about like Ma'am Gege's karate journey.
Yeah, I do have like a follow-up question. Like if it's I know it is hard to balance like college and then karate because I've tried that. It's not happy. I'm not happy. It's really
Bakit?
hard. Why? Because I like back then when I had to commute pa like again like Ma'am Gege also 2 hours going to and then at least going to the
LRT ka
to
lang naman.
LRT lang. The
Joke
LRT's
lang.
rough. LRT's rough. At least I
Bagay,
just
yeah,
had to
yeah.
walk going to PSC and then like take to the gym, right? And then after
Mhm.
I'm so tired, and then it's like what time already? Going back 2 hours. But anyway, that's my story. And then it's my story, not
Yeah.
important. No, but I'd like to ask Ma'am Gege if yeah it was hard doing college and karate. What have you tried Ma'am Gretchen working like balancing work and then also karate? Is it like different and is it like
Same
maybe
for you.
harder for you?
So, yung when I graduated
Mhm.
sa UST, right? So, I was also already in the national team. So, I also need to work, di ba? Hindi naman ako mabubuhay sa sweldo ng, di ba, sa
Right.
national team lang. So, I needed
Yes.
to find work. So, I tried it. I mean, it was doable. Pero, pag nagko-compete ako, I mean, I felt that I could have given more in training kung hindi ako pagod sa work.
Right.
Diba? The whole day.
Hmm.
So, I worked for like, I know my boss then, my boss before, he was very understanding. You know, if I have training, he would let me go, ganon, early sa work. But when I do competition, di ba, I have a leave of absence, okay lang. But hindi yung level, the level that I wanted to be, hindi ko marating. So what I did, I quit my work and focused full time in the national team. And that's when I started really winning.
Wow.
So it's like, tama na, ayoko nang, I mean, ba't ba ako nagko-compete kung matatalo lang ako? Alam mo yun? Parang meron
Yes.
akong point na gano'n na parang, okay, I'm gonna do a year of just training. Pag hindi pa ako nanalo, alam mo yun, baka nagsasayang na lang ako ng oras ko dito. Baka there would be other, other stuff that I
other.
Yeah.
can do.
Other
I
avenues,
did
right?
that for a year. I mean, I trained, like, I focused on karate, being an athlete, and that's how I won. That's how when I started winning. Yung parang nagulat nga rin ako, yung like the level of
Improvement.
once you put your time and really effort, you focus on it, like laser, ayun lang, umaga, even tanghali, gabi, di ba? Yun ang ginagawa ko. That's how you win. I mean, that's the life of an athlete.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You do it full time. Or else yung parang nagsasayang ka lang ng oras, di ba?
All right.
Sabi ko talaga
Yeah.
nung year na yan, pag hindi pa ako nanalo, baka iba na lang gagawin ko, di ba? Like, why waste your time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for your insight po. Very much informative.
That's really nice po, ma'am. I think we can move on to the next topic kasi it's kind of adjacent with each other.
All right.
So, talking about your national team experience, ma'am, back in your competition days, what was the selection for the national team like? Yung experience nyo po being selected for
Before.
it, ganun. How was it po?
The selection, it was hard. I mean, yung you need to win sa club competition, then you get to represent your club, right? Then national competition, you need
Nationals.
to
Yes.
win a weight category, and you go to be in a training pool. So, training pool pa lang. And during that time, it was also hard to really, to be the go-to person yung kunyari, to represent your weight. Diba?
Mhm.
Kunyari, ako was playing minus 60 or plus 60 kilograms. Yung national team noon before, she was Ma'am Therese, ka-weight ko siya. So, ang galing-galing yun, di ba, ni Ma'am Therese? So, laging laging, alam mo na, laging tatama. So, yung level na kailangan ko, na parang, ano siya, even to, like, kailangan at least matalo mo siya kahit sa training before you can
Yeah.
you can be the one to compete in your weight category, right?
Yeah.
So, ayun, I think naging ako, when she retired, ako yung pumalit sa kanya. And I also won. I competed in when was that? My first competition was in Brunei. It was, hindi ko na, 1999. Oh my God, you guys are...
Hindi pa kami buhay.
Boy na kami ni Alex.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Alam mo nun?
1999.
Yeah, and that was my first competition. I was 19 years old, diba? My first competition when I was 19, diba? I started 16. 16, 17, 18, diba? 4 years I competed.
4 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
mabilis nga eh. I mean, I told you, thanks to my two brothers, like every day, nakikipagsapakan ako. So I won the bronze there. So sa Asian Karate Federation, I won the bronze. I think my technique, yung technique ko lang yun, Yakuzuki Muwashi. Ayun lang, paulit-ulit. So I won the bronze. So that's like, that cemented, ako na yung pinapadala. After that, I represented my weight category. Ayun. So that's how I started. That's how I got into the national team.
Yeah, but just a simple Yakuzuki and Washigari, guys.
Yeah, alam mo, the secret to it is just you need to commit to it. Alam mo yun, yung parang commit to the punch, kahit dalawa lang yung technique mo. Si Sir David, sinabi sa akin, kailangan meron kang 4 na sigurado. Diba? Ako nga lang, 2 lang nga nun eh. Diba? yung medyo, medyo naging 4-5 na sigurado. Diba? You don't need a lot. I mean, kailangan, pag may ibabado ka, yung sure ng points. Ayun lang.
Yes.
You know, this listening to Ma'am Gretchen, like for me, it connects a lot of points.
Secret recipe, guys. Secret weapon.
Yeah.
Yakuzuki.
Back then, when I was a kid, Sensei David also told me to do this technique, reverse Gyakuzuki, reverse punch, and then roundhouse kick. Back when I was still training in Circle C, when I was still a small kid, I remember doing it and scoring it like maybe once or twice when I was fighting. And then Ma'am Gretchen used to do this. I just knew now. And then also like connecting the dots with Ma'am Therese, shoutouts pala, KDA, New Zealand.
New Zealand.
But yeah.
Anong time sa kanila ngayon?
5 hours or 4 hours ahead ata, I think.
Oh, so gabi na talaga sa kanila. Yeah. Pero grabe. Sobrang nakaka-amaze. Parang tayo ngayon, we need a lot of techniques just to score. Pero
if you look at it, have you watched the last Olympics? Yung Olympics sa karate? What's the technique that they...
Usually, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of kickers, diba? Pero it's just...
The same.
Still the same. It's more flashy, but the ones that really connect are the most simplest ones.
The basic ones.
Diba?
Basics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yung nanonood nga kami, I mean, I was watching it with Ma'am Shirley, Kat, yung mga, ang dami namin comment, oh my God, ginagawa ba natin nung panahon na yun? Parang hindi ko na maintindihan yung rules ngayon. Yung parang gano'n.
The rules, number one rules, ang dami.
Yung parang gano'n, kakatapos round robin. Oh my God.
Ang dami pong new rules from before. Now.
Yeah.
We were watching one of your fights, Ma'am Gretchen, and you were just using gloves and then mouth guard only. And then back then, now we have like shin guards and like even body armor. And we used to have like even
headgear.
Headgear.
We had, I mean, nung nag-start din ako nun, like, merong headgear, then remove it. Nag-change kasi yung rules eh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yung protection ngayon mas okay, I think. It's more safer.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Less injuries and even the rules,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that, I mean, it evolved. It improved.
Yep, that's
Speaking from, ang dami kong injuries.
Were there any major injuries po, ma'am, that you had before?
I mean, I had a shoulder... I had a shoulder surgery and a knee surgery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you stop training, ma'am, nung time na yun?
I still continued.
Oh.
I mean, when
After?
with my knee, I know kasi na I was kind of getting old na and retiring na, and I also want to work, I wasn't getting any younger. So yeah.
Oh, that's...
Let's go, guys.
No, that's amazing.
No, but I mean, I think for injuries, yung kasi ako masyadong even I should have listened more to my body. Ano mo kaya ako pag gusto kong gawin, like pag, parang may technique ako na hindi nagagawa, I do it again and again until I don't stop.
Right.
Yes.
Which I should have, should have listened to my body more before.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of our classes, Sensei David always depicted you po as a very resilient, a persevering person talaga. Like never giving up. Like even when you're injured, you still wanted to fight pa. So that's something that we see you as rin eh. And it's still I mean right now the stories are kind of true also, yeah. But I was thinking, it was hard to like fight even though you have these injuries. Right now we're lucky that there's now like more sports science and then physical therapy that can help athletes right now. So back then, hopefully, sayang. I mean, wish there were more care
What
for the
if,
athletes.
diba? Yeah, oo.
Dami sanang mga world-class athletes pa na
Athletes ngayon.
diba?
Yeah, iba na ngayon yung I mean the sports science. Yeah.
Right.
Yes po, ma'am. Grabe, that's
Look at
really
Juna.
insightful.
Look at Juna. Diba?
Yeah.
Parang dalawa ata yung ACL niya.
Yeah, oo nga po eh. Yeah.
Grabe nga po.
Pero she's been a lot
Sa Japan siya inoperahan in the rehab, Yeah.
Yeah. We wish
Ilang
her all
beses
the best
na rin
talaga
siya.
and
Oo.
we're really supporting.
But during my time, I mean the PCSM was very good too. They were the best in the country. When it comes to rehab. I couldn't have done it without them. Kasi I think 2000 when was it? I got injured sa shoulder. Parang I only had parang SEA Games na in a year tapos kaka-opera ko lang. 'Di ba? So 2002 I got operated tapos 2003 yung Vietnam SEA Games. I still made it. I still won. Well, thanks sa Philippine sports science, 'di ba?
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Yes.
My doctor,
Thankfully.
sobrang alaga. Tapos yung PT ko ngayon si Mark. So he still works for PSC now. Lagi siyang nasusungitan because pag bago kang opera tapos then you need to train and the pressure
Yeah.
Yes po.
Yeah.
That's really nice, ma'am. Like the way you bounce back after those injuries. It's really parang something that we would really look up to.
Well, I was also still young back then. I know na kaya pa ng katawan ko noon. So that's why I still did it.
Right.
Yeah, habang bata pa. Kayang-kaya.
Yeah po. Okay, going back to our main topics, no. Let's talk about po your life as a sensei naman. Kasi you were a black belt po and we didn't really have the opportunity to have you as a sensei, but can you tell us about your way of teaching or any notable students you had back when you were a sensei po?
Nasaan na ba sila ngayon? I started teaching nung brown belt ako, pinag-a-assist na ako eh. Tapos my first real class was with Ma'am Shirley. Kami lagi dalawa yung magkasamang nagtuturo eh. So sa Holy Spirit kami, we taught the high school students there. Then also clubs. I had my own club yung dun sa Greenwoods. That's where I grew up. That's what my parents' house was. Then we had that club, KDA club, for ilang years din yun like 5 years, I think. Yeah, it was fun teaching kids. I like teaching kids, like 40 kids, lalo na pag summer, dami-dami niya.
Grabe.
40, ma'am.
Dami, diba?
40.
Our gym there in Greenwoods was really big. It's a whole badminton court. So,
okay.
Yung owner nung estudyante, yung anak ng owner nun, so was my student. So yeah, it was, I mean, I'm not very strict. I mean, parang si Shirley nga yung mas strict kesa sa akin. Ako yung parang more of fun, lalo na when it comes to kids. But when it comes to like, pag may competition na, yung the adults, medyo mga teenager na, ayun, doon ako super strict.
Super,
Yeah.
alright.
Kids, like, hello, just have fun.
The way you said super, I kind of backed off a bit.
I can't imagine na
Exactly.
40 students, tapos parang tayo.
Yeah, I had that every so we were it was it's Shirley, my brother, my onkyo, tatlo kaming instructors, sometimes maano kami Sir Stephen, yeah. Most of them were kids in the village.
But even if tatlo po kayo, parang ang dami pa rin po.
Dami pa rin eh.
The ratio still
That's
massive.
really impressive po. Grabe.
Oh, it was fun. I mean, I loved teaching before. I was already working. I was already a journalist then. When I was teaching, when I had that club, diba? Tapos, the classes were Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So I was doing that during my days off.
Yeah.
Thinking ko, it's super lucky to be one of Ma'am Gege's students before, no?
Kaingit eh, no?
Parang ngayon, sana all pala naging student ako ni Ma'am Gege para may mapagmayabang naman ako.
Sana nung bata ako para happy-happy lang, gano'n. Nakakatakot pag teenager na. Strict pala.
Yeah.
No, pag teenager na, pero pag mga bata, alam mo yun, na parang, yung mga kids na mga 5 years old, alam mo ba, sisigaw mo ba yun? Ang cute, di ba? Gaganunin mo lang yung
Pisnge.
yung pisngi.
But have you ever encountered
Alam
like
mo ba yung right and left mo? Yung parang ganun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaya ka na pag alam na nila yung right and left nila.
But-
What are you saying, Alex?
But
I
yeah,
think
oh,
Alex has a question.
Yeah, have you ever experienced for teaching like really rowdy kids or maybe students that don't
Oh my
listen
God,
a lot?
yeah.
Yeah, so how do you deal with them?
How did you handle it, Ma'am?
Pagurin mo sila.
Paguro.
That's right, actually. Oh, I know.
Sila.
That's
I mean,
really smart.
especially with
Yeah.
kids. I mean, they like competition, like the running and everything. Basta gawin
Yes.
mo parang competition in every exercise. Tuwang-tuwa na yung mga yan, tapos pagod na yan. Susunod na sa'yo yan.
Alex already has an idea now.
I mean, yeah, I would have done it more if it was like a face-to-face class. But right
Yeah,
now,
same.
I'm teaching
It's
online.
hard.
Same.
I can't imagine teaching online. I've attended a couple of, online
Online
classes. It's super hard.
Yeah.
I applaud you instructors for doing that online
Yeah,
class.
it's hard for the teachers, the instructors to teach, but it's also
Mm.
hard for students to learn it.
Learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes both
But you
ways.
know, my niece and nephews, they're doing online class, so online karate, and I saw them improving. So it must okay naman. So it's effective. I think that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I think depende rin po sa students
Yeah.
if how much they train outside the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Also.
I guess it's better than none, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really true.
Oh, we need to
yeah.
change with the times. We need to, adapt.
Right.
Yes, totoo po.
True.
Speaking of training, ma'am, yung when you were back when you were competing po, can you tell us any parang pregame rituals or any special trainings you did parang ganun to prepare for your competitions po? And may it be local or international, ma'am?
Every training sa akin is important. I mean, before training, even the training session starts, a formal training session starts, I'm there like 30 minutes before. I'm doing like the extra training myself, di ba? Before the class starts. Tapos, I think, kunyari, di ba, twice a day yung session? Like in the morning and evening, usually, di ba? Yung sa national team. Even in the middle, like after lunch, I would get like at least 30 minutes of training by myself. Like, kunyari, yung para po bumilis yung suntok ko. I would have like an elastic band, like just do it, like small exercises that really did the difference. I think it's more really taking your time, like, and you also need, and this is important pala, I mean, there's no sense in training kung parang baliw, kalat-kalat naman yung training mo. You need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. Like, you need to be completely honest with yourself kung saan ka mahina. Diba? Ayun yun eh. I mean, yung every detail, you need to be completely honest, okay? Yung parang, alam ko, pag punch ko, ang bagal ng hikitik ko, di ba? So you work on that, you know? So that's ayun, meron ako mga ganon, self-reflections na ito dapat yung improve ko. So that's what I do. That's for the extra training. That's what I work on.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and I tell this to my students also, that you have to know your weaknesses and then you have to work around them so that you could fight more effectively when you're doing kumite. But yeah.
True. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Me, most of my strengths, I mean, sa legs, I think. I mean, natuto akong sumipa bago sumuntok, seriously.
Oh, okay.
It must be all the Chinese garter that I did when I was parang plyometrics. I mean,
Right.
it came so natural to me, just like, I just lift my leg and like, oh, tinamaan ko siya. It was fun.
It was
That's how I
fun.
did. I mean, I think I trained at home with my mom's yung mga paso niyang nakahanging.
Since we
Damay pa yung
alam mo yun, parang nakalhilera yun, di ba?
That's a good
That's
idea.
how
Oh.
Ayun yung ginawang, yung kicking bag.
Sobrang resourceful.
Oo, di ba?
I could do
Naka-
that
Kaya
too.
mag-
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that with my mom's
Plans
plants.
ni Tita Kaka eh. Nako.
Tita, itago nyo na pa yung mga halaman nyo dyan.
Tapos nabasag yung mga paso.
Yeah, but that's really resourceful.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Hindi ko naisip yun.
Oo. Paso, hanging plants.
The corner of the room, I mean yung practicing mo yung ura mo, di ba? That's how,
Yeah.
di ba? The corner of the room na gano'n. Parang,
Yeah, yung mga like corners.
Diba?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Um,
Live and breathe
Grabe.
karate.
And ma'am, nung nagka-compete na po kayo, what was your favorite part about competing overseas, like traveling abroad to compete?
Oh my God, that was so
Part of
fun.
that.
I mean, I think the thing, sorry, kumakain akong pistachio.
Okay.
No, it's alright.
Okay lang po.
Yung parang nag-encourage, I mean, nag-engganyo din sa akin to really do good in karate is the traveling, of course, di ba? You get to travel around Europe for free, train in Europe, stay in hotels, but you need to win. Di ba? Nakakaya naman.
Yes.
You're right, yeah.
Diba? You get to travel sa US, around Asia, meron ka pang allowance, o di ba? Tapos pag nanalo ka ba, meron ka pang prize, di ba? All you need to do is just train hard and do your best, di ba? That's your job, just to do your...
To win for the
Now,
country.
I think one of the greatest, the experience was traveling around Europe, training for months in Europe. Yeah. Kahit kulang-kulang yung budget, but it's okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because having all this exposure really helps. Did you have like memorable training moments like outside, like when you went abroad for your training camps or maybe tournaments?
Oh, I mean, the training with Maestro Pepe Romano, Italian coach in Napoli for 6 months. I think that was like one of the hardest, the most memorable, and yeah, but it's a life-changing experience too. I've learned a lot, when we were there it was supposed to be only for 3 months, but it was extended to 6 months.
Grabe.
Diba? Parang
Grabe the
the
opportunity.
budget wasn't enough. Tapos I needed to work. I really saw the need that we need to work because wala kaming makain. Diba?
You
Yung
were
parang,
working abroad po, ma'am? Nung nagtitraining
yeah, we were working. I was working in a coffee shop. Not coffee shop, sorry. We call it Skynet yung pangalan eh. I wrote something about this. I'll send you a link later. About my experience. Yung panahon na yun, alam mo, nung hindi pa uso ng cellphone. Sabi mo, para pagtatawag ka, pupunta ka sa isang lugar na merong madaming landline para makatawag ka abroad. So I was working in like something like that in a computer shop at the same time.
Oh.
Wow.
So yeah, kaming dalawa ni Ma'am Shirley. Ma'am Shirley was the one manning the phones. Diba? Tapos ako dun sa computer. I was teaching kids, how how to use the computer, sa internet, bago pa ang konsepto ng internet, wala pa masyadong may alam. Dial-up pa nun. Ano mo yun? So, I was kind of techie that time. So, I was working there. So, I was earning what? At least 100 euros a week, di ba? Not bad.
Not bad.
So, that's what I used to buy food for the whole team.
Pero ma'am, I read something online about your accommodation po nga sa Italy. How was it po, your experience there?
Oh my God, we were at the poorest, I mean, neighborhood, like the ghetto.
The ghetto.
The ghetto.
Ghetto talaga. I mean,
Oh my God.
Slums.
I think
halos
mafia
in Napoli, ang daming prostitute sa labas namin. Even kami, kala nila, ano ka.
I remember someone. Oh, wow.
Building. We lived in a building na lahat prostitute doon yung nakatira. Seriously. So,
I see.
kala nila, we live in the top floor. So, bago kaming lipat, di ba? Yung bago kaming dating. Sabi ko, bakit ganito yung lugar? It was the cheapest place. So, merong mga guys na kumakatok doon sa
door mismo.
namin kasi kala nila.
Oh my God.
Okay, I see.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, we know how to protect ourselves, diba? Parang meron may kasama naman kaming guys doon, diba? Mga national team din, if ever man. We're not really, but to go through that, like,
Yeah.
That's
Grabe.
quite
You
an
had to experience that
experience.
while training
Yeah.
for a major competition po. Grabe.
imagine we lived there for 6 months. Parang ganun yung lugar namin.
Grabe. Can't
Just
imagine
insane.
like to go through that as a national athlete po, no? Now, parang
Uh-huh. The struggles also of the national act. I mean, siguro they have their own different struggle, but they are still struggling. But
Yes.
right now, parang mas, I am glad that times are also changing. Private sectors are coming in to support. There's a bigger budget, I think, for sports now. Well, I don't know now because the pandemic. But the past years, yeah, private corporations are stepping in. So
Yeah, that's really nice
Yeah.
po.
We really need to take care of our athletes talaga.
Yeah.
you need to invest in the
Mm.
athletes if you win. Look at Hidelin, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Hidelin.
Yes po.
Hidelin. Hidelin kasi yung pusa kong isa, Hidelin ang tawag ko. Kasi yun yung na-rescue namin nung nanalo ng gold si Hidelin.
Oh, okay.
Grabe ma'am, no? You really like fostering, ma-away lang sa topic ng karate. You really like taking in cats for fostering
yeah.
them.
I mean, that's one of my advocacies. Yung parang, I mean, in our village kasi ang dami nagtatapo ng cats eh. I mean, you shouldn't do that. That's against, that's animal cruelty.
Yep.
Yung parang you have a law against animal cruelty and pag nagtapon ka ng pusa, that's considered as animal abandonment na, di ba?
Mm.
So I try to foster them in and adopt them out, and thank you for adopting.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Ang laki na po. Spoiled po yung
Yeah. So I have a couple of cats here, kittens. If you guys want to adopt, I'll send you a picture. But ito. Wait lang.
Yeah.
Siyempre.
To all our viewers out there, you might
If you want to adopt any cats, here is your opportunity.
Okay, that's cute.
Cute,
Giggle.
diba? Oh.
Yan po si
Yeah.
Hidelin.
Hindi, iba pa yan. Ayan, diba? Ang cute. So, kung gusto niya mag-adapt ito, di ba? Syempre, I do painting pala si Heidi Linyo.
Daming talents talaga. Grabe. Ayun guys, so you can check Ma'am Gege's page for like adoption, ganun. Stuff.
Yeah, this is my Instagram account that I'll post.
Okay.
Huh?
We will also
Please, if you want to adopt, especially ngayong pandemic, alam mo, lagi tayong nasa bahay. It's a best time to adopt,
Yes.
Adopt, don't shop.
That's a really nice advocacy po, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ayun. So let's go back to your training journey in Italy. Talking about that, yung Italy your experiences. Let's now move on to your SEA Games na po, SEA Games experience.
Mhm,
So when you knew na you were a candidate to join the SEA Games, how did you take it? Na parang, uy, sasali ako sa SEA Games. How well did you take it po?
I mean, I
Parang,
was super excited kasi SEA Games, di ba? I remember na nung pinapanood ko lang sa TV yun eh, yung mga nananalo, di ba? Yung the parade and everything, and I can't believe na my first SEA Games was 2001. Pinanganak na ba kayo nun?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Birth year.
Oh, okay.
Pero alam mo yon, I mean, I watched 1999 SEA Games, 1999, di ba? Sinasabi ko na sa sarili ko yon na nakita ko yon. See you in, nakalagay doon na yung Brunei ba yon? Yeah, it was Brunei.
Mm-mm.
No, shucks! Brunei SEA Games din pala ako. Oh my God!
Another memory unlocked.
SEA Games. Wait, my first SEA Games was Brunei. So, I competed sa team lang. Sa team. So,
Okay.
sa team committee lang. Ako lang yung parang saling ket-ket na parang yung sa team committee. Yun, I was 19, di ba?
Wow.
Tapos, ako lang yung, lahat sila may medal. Ako lang yung umuwing walang medal. Kasi hindi nanalo yung team committee.
Oh.
Na girls. Yung team committee ng guys, may medal sila, bronze. So lahat sila may medal. Like, parang 18 kami sa team, 17 yung may medal, tapos ako lang yung walang medal.
No!
Grabe, how did that
Left
feel?
out talaga.
Asar talo talaga ako noon. Yung time na yun, yung mga sila Sir Randy, walang medal. May bata noon, nung time na yun. So, talagang dinamdam ko talaga yun. So, I made sure nung next SEA Games, kailangan may medal na ako. So, that's why I really trained hard for it. Yun, good thing. But, come to think of it, I mean, I'm happy that happened, that I didn't get any medals nung first SEA Games ko. It taught me something, you know? It taught me how to strive to be better and to train well. Yeah. I think that was the secret why I had 3 SEA Games gold medals. Just by that one single. Yeah, I think so.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, just say cute questions. For all of the SEA Games that you won or competed, ma'am, which of those 3 competitions ang pinaka-memorable po sa inyo?
Lahat memorable. I think the one here in the Philippines, yung Manila SEA Games, the first 2005 SEA Games.
Yeah, 2005 SEA
Yung
Games.
karate noon was in Cebu, the event. You know, it's different. It's different winning in your own country. And, you know, in your competitions, di ba? Usually, kayo lang teammate. But that time, my parents were there, my whole family was there, my teammates, the whole club was there, you know, watching and cheering. Pero the pressure din mas matindi.
Oo nga, home court eh.
Mas
Pero
marami
I mean, I think the most memorable was Manila SEA Games for me. Tapos overall pa yung Philippines noon. So it was fun.
Home court. Home court advantage.
Oh, advantage.
Home court advantage.
Home court advantage, but home court
Yeah.
pressure also.
Home court
Yeah.
pressure.
So, we talked about the 2001 SEA Games and the 2005 SEA Games, but I think we haven't talked about the 2003 SEA Games. And
Oh, the
we
Vietnam.
we prepared a video for everyone to watch. It's the one you uploaded po, ma'am, your SEA Games finals back in 2003. So I think
Is that? What did I? Nakalimutan ko na eh, no? Okay, go.
Can you
this-
talk us through it po? Can you talk us through this?
While we were sharing the video, can you talk about like
sure.
what were your
Ano
thoughts
yung
during the
upload mo?
competition?
This one, ito po, ma'am.
Can anyone see it?
Yeah.
Sorry
Ang
guys, ano pa yan? Para mga 420 pa yung aspects ng video.
Yeah, it's 480 po. Okay,
Parang
we're
ano
gonna
yun
play
eh.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we're sharing.
Yeah, we're playing it now.
Yeah, that one! So, ayan. Oh my God. alam mo ba yan, half Malaysian, half Swiss yan. Nakalaban ko yan sa Women's Cup sa Europe. She was representing Swiss. Nanalo siya doon. Ayan yung parang yung parang I'm so happy that I won against her. Kasi tinalo niya ako nung dami sa Europe eh. So this one,
what weight category are you playing po here,
this is
ma'am?
plus 60.
Plus 60.
Talaga namin kumakain ako ng pistachio sa habang laban.
For our viewers, I think Ma'am Gaga is the Aka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayan. Oh my
The
God.
red belt.
Ang lakas talaga nun. So, super lakas. Parang sinadya niya. Gusto niyang matakot ako. Pero ayun yung kabaliktaran.
Medic!
Just like Karate Kid.
Medic!
Talagang pumutok yung labi ko niyan. I mean, I got 1 point there. But she's really good. Swiss Malaysian siya. Nagulat nga ako she was representing Malaysia eh, di ba?
Oh, ano?
She won the Women's Cup nung nag-Europe kami. When was that? Before this, like 2002. We were competing in Europe. Doon ko siya unang nakalaban.
Sabi na Malaysia. Well, let's
So
go
I was doing
Philippines.
this was the time also that I was doing left, the left punch. Kasi injured nga yung left. Hindi ko kayang i-jab masyado tong left ko. So kailangan kaya ko lang siya pang punch na diretso.
So, after na po yan, ma'am, nung injury niya sa shoulder.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Na-operahan na ako niyan.
Pasok.
Diba? Gakuzuki lang eh. Diba? Dahil lang, timing lang
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Grabe noon, wala pang in-step. In-step, oh.
Oo nga eh.
Wala pa kaming in-step niyan.
Persian
Kaya
guard.
makita niya yung paa ko ngayon, Diyos ko.
Pero are you left-handed, Ma'am Gretchen, or right-handed?
No, I was forced to do
Oh,
that. Kasi nga, I can't
yeah,
do
you can't
this.
jab.
I can't jab with the... Kasi pag na ganon, ma-re-injure yan eh.
Kaya madidislocate ulit.
Oo, madidislocate.
So this was not your normal fighting stance po?
No, I mean, medyo na-develop ko na yung left side.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Do you think that was an advantage po, ma'am? Like, na you got
Switched.
used to using your left,
Yeah, I think,
left stance.
I mean, left and right, it's better, no? If you know how to do both.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
Also,
true. I haven't
also
learned to do that.
imagine a lot of people watching Hero.
But I'm not, I mean, kahit hindi ako, the way I fight is, hindi ako mabilis eh. I mean, parang natanggap ko na nga, again, you know your strengths and weaknesses. So what I do is like, I always try to bait and find an opening. I don't rely on my points, yung pabilisan, yung paunahan. Talo ko lagi doon. Kasi hindi ako mabilis, hindi ako naturally na sobrang bilis, di ba? So I create the opportunity, for every point. Kunyari, ayan, I do Gyakuzuki, pero pag umabante siya, I either do the jab to the right, you understand? Or I do a kick. So kasi pag bait ko sa kanya, I know napapasok siya. So that's how I play.
I see.
Good. Oh.
Yes, nanalo pala ako dyan.
So this time, ma'am, at your finals, who was the coach pala? When you...
David was there. Sir David and Sir Pepe. I always braid my hair, I always braid my hair every fight.
Oh.
Glory after...
Oh my God, napakadabo naman nito. Oh my God. Hindi ba ni bang 4K yan?
Grabe, the Philippine flag, guys.
Kaya nga eh. Every category, ganito yung ceremony for awarding the medals.
Yeah, for awarding. Yeah. I think the greatest moment na, ayan lang yung I would never forget. Your national, yung flag, the national anthem being played. I think, ayun yung most memorable moment for all my competitions.
Grabe.
Ayun yung, ikaw yung naging dahilan para mapatunog yung Philippine flag, di ba? It's a great honor. Yeah, all of them standing up. Nalo kami. Yeah.
How did it feel, Ma'am Gretchen, after like standing up on the stage, winning a SEA game?
Ecstatic. I mean, all the hard work. All the hard work, di ba?
Right. Oh.
Parang thereafter, what's next?
Oh, right.
What's next?
What did you do po, ma'am, after you won? Like, how did you celebrate the win po with your
Oh, with
teammates?
your teammates, you just eat, di ba? You eat,
Oh, you celebrate, guys.
you celebrate. You know,
Tama.
Yeah. So
it's
that's
not
it.
just your win, it's the team's win eh. Parang you celebrate with your teammates. Kasi, di ka naman din mananalo without your team. We may be a individual sport, pero yung ano mo, dahil din sa teammates mo, dahil din sa coach mo, kaya ka nanalo eh.
It's true.
It's really,
Diba?
congrats po, ma'am.
Right, Sir David, thank you.
Shout out to
Sir
Sir David.
I think
Yeah.
Sir David.
Parang Sir David.
Yeah, before actually,
Oh my God, parang si Sir David yung lagi kong kasama, di ba? Yung parang kahit kaming dalawa lang yung nagde-training. Kaya naman, there a couple of competitions na kaming dalawa lang, parang umalis kaming dalawa lang eh. Parang ako lang yung pinadala. Kasi wala masyad, pag walang budget, nagpapadala silang isa, dalawa. Pero usually, ako yung pinapadala. So, Sir David. Yeah.
Well, throughout your competition, like in the SEA Games, international tournaments, have you developed for like a rivalry with one of your opponents, or if you have any,
Yeah.
what do you call that? Yeah, rivals.
Ayun yung parang nasabing kontrapelo mo kahit saan. Minsan siya yung panalo, minsan ikaw. Tapos
Yeah.
parang,
Apo.
I had that, parang Malaysia din yun eh, not this one.
Oh,
Parang Malaysia yun. Parang nag-change category siya nung time na kasi na yun eh. Oh, he was, during that time, he was, actually went down sa -60 para, tapos ayan kasi nag +60. So, she was, 1999 pa rin Asian Games. Pareho kami, I remember that. Asian Karate. Taga Malaysia siya, Indian girl, she's really good. Like every competition na lang, parang kailangan next time, ako yung manalo.
right.
Parang ganun salitan kami.
Salitan.
Yung parang pag nakita mo, shit, sana naman kalaban ko. Kailangan, alam niyo na lahat ng moves ko. Ano ba naman? Alam mo yan yung parang kamano.
Right, yeah. Even
I
in local
had that.
yeah, because even in local competition, we have that, and like imagining international rivalries, it's quite a different stage. Like it's really the competition's really intense talaga.
True. But you always need that to keep you, para to make you persevere more.
Right.
Yes.
Diba?
That's really true. Okay. Yeah, I think do you guys have any other questions about the SEA Games experience ni Ma'am Gege?
So far, wala pa naman.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, I
not
think
coming up to mind yet.
yeah, okay. I think we're gonna go into a break for a few minutes So yeah, we'll see you when we get back.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
All right, yeah. So
Right.
break. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right, we're back to the main stage. There we go.
Hi
All
guys,
right, and we're back. Welcome back, guys. So before we continue to our next topics, few people had comments, and let's say, let's read it. Actually, sayang, pero nasa pinaka first pa pala siya. From Tita Kakay, shoutout si Tita Kakay. Parang ito ata yung sabi niya, di ba crush mo siya, Alex?
Oh my.
She was talking nung bata pa ata si Alex na to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when I was a kid, talagang sobrang ganda ni Ma'am Gege when I was a kid. I was so small. But yeah, I guess.
Yes,
Si Alex nun eh.
Narinig yung tawa ni Sir David.
Narinig
Yeah.
tayo dun ng
Tawa ni
Sir
Sir
David.
David, oh.
Grabe.
Ala. Okay, and then
Okay.
and then the next one is coming from Sir David.
Ay,
So yeah, the comment said is Gega's first gold medal was in Malaysia, and then the next day was 9/11.
Oh yeah! Oh my
Ate.
God! I remember that. Yeah. It was 9/11. And we were supposed to go dun sa, I mean, pwede na kami magala, di ba? Dun sa Twin Tower ng Malaysia. Kasi iyan yun ba yung
Petronas.
Yeah.
sa Petronas.
Petronas,
Pero we can't even go out because naka-lockdown yung ano, I mean, sinarado nila yon the tower
Right.
itself. Parang naka-alert din yung Malaysia. So
Grabe.
yeah, 9/11. So parang nawala na pala yung celebration ng time na yun.
Oo nga, no?
Sayang.
We were watching dun sa PT room kasi I was icing my shoulder. Parang sabi ko, CNN? Ano to? Pelikula ba to? Parang hindi makatotoo. I mean, that time. Ayun yung parang everyone was like shocked. I remember that. Yeah, it was 9/11.
Grabe.
Yeah.
That's what all the comments have
Yeah,
been said.
Thank you for commenting.
So yeah, that was such an abrupt stop to the celebration, no?
Yeah. Scary rin lumabas eh. Like you're in another country tapos balitaan mo na may ganun sa
Ibang bansa. Yeah.
scary. But yeah, ayan. I think we can go back to our main topics. So we have I think three left po, ma'am.
Okay.
Besides karate, we can talk about your your journalism side, like
Okay.
We know that journalism can be a very dangerous job po. Did you ever face a situation where you had to use your karate skills sa profession niyo po, ma'am?
Mga bata pa kasi kayo kaya hindi nyo alam. No, there was this one time na I did. I mean, when was that? Yeah, I was still new. Parang I was a journal. Kasi I retired 2007 ba? I mean, after Doha Asian Games, I retired na eh. Then sa journalism, di ba, nag-journalist ako. When I was like almost 1.5 years into my journalism career, I was doing the night beat. Ayun yung police reporting for ABS-CBN. Then I think, the pina-cover ako doon sa Mandaluyong police station kasi there's this basketball player na nambugbog ng taxi driver. So I went there to cover. Tapos, ayun nga, si Paul Alvarez nga yun, yung basketball.
Name drop.
Well, ayun, it turned out, actually, idol ko yun sa basketball because, di ba, nagba-basketball ako eh.
All right.
Yes.
Di ba? I was playing basketball in college and they have this, they were also from Greenwoods before. Meron silang malaking bahay dun sa Greenwoods where my parents' house is, di ba? Parang yung pool nila noon, yung parang usapan, super laki, tapos may number 23 kasi 23 yung number niya. So anyway, parang sabi ko, wow! Ito yung cover ko. So I was doing my job, no? Parang hostile na, lasing kasi siya noon eh. Parang hostile na siya agad noon, yung pagdating pa lang namin, yung pag na ng camera crew, sumisigaw na siya noon, yung parang ayaw niyang pakuha and everything, and he locked the door of the police station. Pwede ba yon? Di ba? Ano yung pag-aari mo? Hindi mo pwede gawin yan, no? Parang, tapos sabi ko, I told him to open it up, that he can't do that. Then when he opened the door, then he went out, he elbowed me. Di ba? Elbow. Di ba?
Grabe.
So, hello, automatic.
I wish we had a video
Diba?
to share
Yung
sana.
pagkaganong ko, na parang, ewan ko, something clicked. Yung parang na aggression, yung
Reflex.
I mean,
Reflex na lang.
Yung pagka medyo natamaan ako pero hindi solid eh. Kasi parang nakita ko na. So,
Sa
parang,
mukha po to, ma'am? Sa mukha ko po niya na.
ha? Yung siko talaga dito, here. Here's a temple.
Oh.
Hindi ko ina-expect yun, di ba? Parang madaling araw kasi yun eh. I mean, I was in the night beat. Ang night beat is like 9 p.m. to like, ang trabaho mo na hanggang 7 a.m. Gano'n, di ba? Parang buong araw ka, buong gabi ka gising. Anyway, so when he elbowed me, so nag-duck ako, tapos I hit back. Ayun na, ewan, madami. Madami siya. So that's the time na I used it. Tapos it was caught on camera by my cameraman who was beside me, who he threatened na bubugbugin niya. Di ba nambugbugin siya ng taxi driver? Bubugbugin niya yung cameraman ko.
Right.
Tapos yun, parang pinigil na lang kami ng mga polis. Yung parang may dalawang polis na, alam mo yung parang bata na inano ko sa kilig.
Ito nga talaga.
Yung habang tumatadyak pa ako ng gano'n.
Hindi na mapigilan.
So that was the time. I mean, there was a court case. Sinampahan niya rin ako ng kaso. Oh my God, di ba? Ako pa yung sinampahan niya ng kaso. Anyway, that was it. That was the time that I used karate. But I mean, not only physically, but the job of a journalist is also dangerous. Like, alam mo yung tinuturo sa atin yung know your surroundings, yung parang,
Be aware.
The awareness. I think I use it all the time, even preventing, from being in dangerous situations.
Right.
Pero sometimes that's required with a job, eh. Di ba? If there's a story there, pag may barilan, people run away, we don't go towards it. You cover it. Like, if there's a typhoon or natural disaster, you go there to cover it. Yeah.
Were there any, parang memorable na, yung super memorable po na kinover yung story? And what was it po?
Ano ba? I mean, minsan napaka-tragic ng iba. It's not it's tragic, but there were ayun yung mga moments na parang you saw compassion and how yung the bayanihan spirit of the Filipinos. I usually cover disaster stories. Yung the stories of survivors. I remember I spent like a month yung Typhoon Pablo was hit. I spent Christmas there, New Year, Ondoy. Usually, di memorable. I mean, the natural disaster stories, ayun talaga yung naaalala ko because it was so tragic. But there are also stories that, the compassion, diba? Yung how we survive all of the adversities, yeah. Mostly disaster stories.
Yeah, thank you for sharing with
I think being a journalist right now is very like a dangerous job, especially today.
Oh yeah.
So so they really need to maybe not just learn a form of like a combat sport or martial art. They probably need maybe more protection than that even. But it's really hard right now.
The Philippines is one of the dangerous countries for journalists. And we're not even at war, diba? It's we're second to Afghanistan, diba? Afghanistan yung una, tapos pangalawa tayo. Hello. Wala naman tayo.
Yes.
So yeah, it's I did there were a couple of stories, the parang the crime beat, the drug war, and I had my share of death threats na rin, because of the stories that I did. Yeah.
Grabe.
Grabe. Oo, sobra naman yun.
Yeah,
Uh,
the
Grabe.
threats are really personal, eh. So,
Kaya nga.
How do you deal
Oh
with
my
those po,
God.
ma'am? Yung mga ganun. Like, mentally, I think that's really hard to...
it's
It's really hard to process yun. Oh.
I mean, I'm more worried for my family than me. I think I think I know if someone's gonna attack. I still think, and I wouldn't put myself in that situation. What if I'm more worried for my family, diba? When I did the story for I think that was 2016 when I had this attacks, parang because of my work, because I helped my Time magazine. They knew that I did the story with my classmate. I helped him produce a story for Time magazine. So I received a lot of, troll attacks. I was one of the first journalists na parang matroll attacks eh. So death threats online. And these trolls, pati yung mga pamangkin ko, alam mo yon, they message them, they say bad things about me to them. Diba? Anong alam nila? They're only, 7 years old, 5 years old, and of course they have their Facebook account. So that's where I'm worried, yung parang how my family will handle that. Me, I'm okay. I mean, I'll survive. So I think maybe because the rin yung sa training natin with karate, with handling, dealing with adversities, we've been all through that. So yeah, that's it.
yeah, I like to ask also, like, through the years of being a journalist, what would you say was like what would you like teach like upcoming or journalists right now, like the tips and tricks that really helped you become what do you call this, like not really good, but yeah, for journalists
You
right
need
now.
to do, just like in karate, you need to do the work. You need to do the legwork. You need to be there where it happens. It's hard now because of the pandemic, but you start with the basics. Interviewing. Getting all sides of the stories. Just being there and witnessing it. And of course, as human beings, we have our own biases, diba? But if you're a journalist, you need to put that aside, diba? So just go for work on your basic skills. I think writing and interviewing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Ma'am Gege. If you guys have any more questions about her journalist experiences, you can meron pa ba? Or should we
Me? I
proceed
thought
to our
you.
next?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So our next topic po is during women empowerment po. So during your training, did you feel differences in the treatment between female athletes and male athletes po back in your day? Back in the day po?
I think no. It's a national team. No, I think we're treated the same. We're mas onti kasi yung babae sa national team during my time. So where men are really naturally stronger physically than women, right? So what we do, I mean, I think all of the female in the national team, we try to like kahit sa takbo, in exercises, pinipilit namin, we push ourselves to be in the level or the strength of the men, which we know we can't because physically they're more stronger. But we try, and ayun yung goal namin. And even if we train, we spar with them, natatalo namin sila.
No.
I remember in Italy, when we were training for 6 months, meron kaming dun eh. So dalawa lang kami ni Ma'am Shirley na babae, di ba? Tapos 5 sila na lalaki dun sa training sa Italy, sa Napoli. Parang meron kaming each side, padamihan kami ng medal. Di ba? Parang mas madami yung medal namin ni Ma'am Shirley. Kaming dalawa. Tapos yung side ng lalaki, parang inaasar namin. Ano ba yan? Pag mag-aalalagyan naman kaming medal, ano ba yan? Ang onti naman ng medal.
Sure.
Parang galing-galingan nyo. Ay, parang lagi, in every competition. So, I mean, during that time, we, pantay. I mean, we everyone was treated fairly. They were treated, kung ano yung nabibigay mo, based on you're in the team because you deserve to be in the team.
Mm-mm.
That's it. Yeah.
Hmm.
On merit. Of course, tatanggalin ka pag hindi ka na nagpe-perform, di ba? Parang ibang atleta na lang ilagay dyan. Diba?
Right.
Grabe. That's really nice, no? Na like athletes were treated the same, like the same.
The same level.
Yeah.
Kasi,
Mm.
I mean, wala kaming nakita. There were a couple of, well, it was like politics on the side, but within the team, you know, with the coaches, everything was okay. Us, we were solid. I think even, minsan may tatampuhan kami ng mga teammates namin, but sobrang babaw lang. Wala kaming, para kaming mga magkakapatid. Yeah.
It's really nice, woman. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing.
What was I supposed to ask? I almost forgot I think I forgot my question now. I was gonna ask, with women empowerment, what do you think are like the essentials for women to become empowered and like be able to be treated equally in society, especially in the Philippines? What are like the steps that you need
Well,
to
I
take?
think first you need to believe in yourself, diba? You need to believe within you, then it goes out, you know? Yung para you believe in yourself, you trust yourself, you believe in your abilities as a person, then kasi ako, even in the workplace, I mean, there's this big talk about women empowerment and like how women are essentially like treated not fairly.
Mm-hmm.
I think in my experience, hindi ko na ano yun eh. Hindi ko talaga naranasan. Maybe because I tried to do the best that I could in every situation, or even if I saw something, I tried to do something about it. So I think just do your best and have the courage to do it, and also the patience and perseverance to pursue it. Diba?
Right.
Even in
Exactly.
every goal, diba? Ganun naman eh.
Mm.
Sa karate, ayan yung natutunan natin, diba?
Mm-mm.
I think karate
Yes.
taught me like courage. Courage not just yung suntukan like courage to start something. Like even courage to dream, diba? Diba? Yeah. And once you're in there, you need to do the work. You need perseverance and the discipline to see it through
Right.
your end goal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's in any other sport then. I think that's ayun yung natututunan
Right.
natin.
Because that's what we try to do here in karate. Whenever we teach, we try to build that confidence of girls, women, even at a young age, so that they like what you said po, they start to believe in themselves more, and they don't see themselves as inferior to like the male class, no. So I think that is very important.
I think the things that's been developed, I remember when I was teaching, I had students, no? Yung parang I had fulfillment in teaching. I remember a mom telling me that the confidence of her kid
And that's
really umakyat, you know, the confidence nagbago talaga niya yung nagkarate na siya. Because in karate, di ba, yung parang pag magkakata ka sa gitna, ang laki-laki, ikaw lang mag-isa, tapos nanonood lahat. Once you overcome those type of things, you know, it gives the student the confidence, like in everything, not just there physically, or, you know, it helps them throughout, like in school, when they grow up, and ayun yung natututunan nila. So I was happy when I was teaching na parang may mga ilang parents na nagsabi sa ako, or my kid is more confident now than before. Kahit, alam mo yun, parang mas dun ako proud kaysa dun manalo sila ng medal.
True.
Yeah.
True, I mean.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
become
the things that
well-respected.
you teach them na it will, take them places.
Yeah. And I think in the Philippines, you've been a very significant figure when it comes to women empowerment, especially since you've been a martial artist and you've won lots of tournaments. So I'm sure a lot of people and women really look up to you as a symbol of like women empowerment.
Yeah. As well
But
as beauty
True.
pageants.
I don't know.
as you as yeah,
Pageants rin po
Beauty
eh.
pageants.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because I don't speak for women. I'm not a woman.
When it comes to woman empowerment, do what you love to do. That's it. I mean,
Right.
don't think about
All the
don't think
other
about the negative
things.
stuff first. But you make sure if you do it, you need to commit to it.
Yeah.
Diba?
True.
Everything. Kung hindi, wag ka na mag-aaksaya ka lang ng oras eh. Di ba? Parang gawin natin.
Right.
Yeah, so-
Ayun, naglolokohan na lang tayo dito eh. Parang gawin. Yeah, you need to commit to it. Yeah.
That almost sounds like relationship advisor na. You have to commit. Okay, lulukuhan lang tayo. Okay, sorry na. Okay.
Grabe, Alex.
No, I'm not. Okay, moving on. Ivan.
moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah, I think it's getting late. So our last topic is Ma'am Gege, what is the greatest lesson in karate na you got to apply in life or that you want to share with us po? The greatest lesson.
Well, I think I said it na, yung parang the things that I learned in karate are mostly the characters that you develop, through the training, through competition, that I still use until now in every endeavor that I do in life,
Great.
I told you about courage not just in fighting, but the courage to start something, like to dream, to believe in myself, perseverance, the grit to follow on and to see all the way. Yeah, I think that's it. It's more of the virtues that I learned. Yeah. Parang simple lang. I mean, when I was taking my master's, parang I was kind of scared because I was applying for an Ivy League school, 'di ba? Columbia. Wow, Columbia, 'di ba? Hindi naman lahat. Mga taga-US nga hirap na hirap makapunta doon, parang ako pang dito sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? But I mean, I had the courage to apply for it and I worked hard for it. Then I got my master's. I was in a foreign country while doing that. I mean, there are subjects na mahirap talaga. Pero I remember my professor. Dami kong read din sa paper noon eh. Ulit-ulit. Pero my professor said, I keep going to my professor and working hard for it. And he said that na, you don't give up, no? Parang siya pa yung nagsabi na gano'n. No, I don't. Ayun. So that's it. Perseverance and the grit, everything. Yeah.
Thank you po, Ma'am Gege. That's very well said.
Yeah, very well said.
Yeah, I think we covered all of our main topics for tonight. So,
Okay.
yeah, Ma'am Gege, we would like to thank you for taking the time from your busy schedule to be the guest speaker of our
Yes.
podcast.
It's been an
No
honor.
problem. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
It's been a
And to
pleasure.
the people who want to adopt cats, let me
Yes.
know.
Right.
I
Yeah.
have cute cats here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Head on over to Mom Gega's page, no? And you might
Her
maybe if you have
Instagram.
interest in fostering or
Yeah.
a cute little
Adopting.
kitten, just like what. Yeah.
Yeah. Ayun po. It's really a privilege to have you, like, to have a karate icon with us tonight.
Yes,
Karate Hall of
very
Fame,
much.
right?
Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank
guys.
you.
Yes, thank you very
Have
much.
you back
talaga.
soon po.
Yes.
Thank you po.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, Ma'am.
Hope we can have you as another guest for one time.
Okay, sure. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Os, ma'am. Os.
Bye.
Okay.
All
So there you
right.
have it. Wait.
I think it's,
Yeah. So we're about to have a takeaways. Wait.
yeah, ayan. I think
Can
we're
we
gonna have Pipe Prince back
Prince?
with
Yeah.
us tonight. Right?
Good.
Oh, sorry guys, I was not
There you
able to read the last comment. Sayang. But yeah,
Okay.
shout outs.
What's up?
Okay. So congratulations guys for having Gretchen Malalad in this episode. She is a star in karate. Yeah,
Mhm.
she
For that
is.
wonderful comment. nice din daw, sabi ni Tita Kaka eh.
Oo nga
Yeah,
eh.
And
okay guys, let's
sabi ni Dave Tingzon, os daw po.
Os
So,
daw,
os din
ayan.
po sa inyo.
Magandang
Os,
gabi.
os.
Magandang gabi
Okay.
po sa inyo.
Good evening po, Apo.
You know,
Ito
there's
ng,
some stuff that
episode.
we could talk about more, like the PBB arc of Ma'am Gretchen Malalad, no?
Oo nga
Yeah, I
eh.
think
Ah,
we'll
yeah.
get
Part
back
two.
when she comes back, no?
Yeah.
For
Ma'am
sure,
Gretchen,
yeah.
Part two.
Part 2 ni Ma'am. Pag-usapan
Part
natin yung PBB. Ano
Yeah.
tayong inside scoop nun sa PBB.
Yeah. It was also funny when you asked about did you incorporate karate to your journalism? I thought it was gonna be more of a character, like I did the virtues and values. No, it was straight up karate.
So,
It was straight up
Yeah.
karate.
Yeah, karate daw
The physical.
talaga.
Oh, okay. You
Basta
did karate.
binugbog ko to.
Okay.
Anong bugbog ako eh. Diretso si Ma'am. So, ayun. Shoutout sa Ma'am. Naalala ko pa yung kwentong yun kasi kung bakit alam ko yun, black belt training noon, and then nagkukwento si Sir David na parang, swerte pa siya, committee player si Gege. Kasi kung kata player si Gege, binugbog niya talaga yun. Gumagano Sir David. So, never forget talaga, So,
Yeah.
Yep.
May secret po talaga kami, Ma'am Gaga, if you're watching this, pinanood po talaga namin yung video. Talaga namin.
Nanat pa
Yeah.
namin yung video.
Oh,
Apo, nice.
grabe. Ang lakas. Anyway, yeah.
Ang
Ayun.
galing. Yep. Okay. Bana, tuloy mo lang.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Main takeaways from tonight from our episode. Let's start with Ella.
So, actually tonight I was really more amazed rather than asking more questions kasi like I'm really more interested
Same.
about her. I'm
Mm.
so sorry if I don't ask like kasi yung ibang question ko pwede na rin maano ni Alex. So, hindi ko na rin naitanong. But yeah, actually dun sa I want to talk about dun sa women empowerment. Actually, mas dun ako na-struck kasi you really need to have the courage of everything before you proceed to the next one. Kasi if you don't have any courage to proceed in that next one, wala talagang mangyayari sa'yo. And it's very true. Or kahit not only in women, also in men. Kasi diba, we all have that kind of feeling na iniisip pa lang natin pero we don't know if we can do it. So,
Right.
and yeah, during her trainings and super solid. Talagang full time. Ngayon ko lang nalaman na full time niya pala yung pagiging athlete.
Yeah.
Ngayon ko lang nalaman.
The dedication, no?
Oh,
Grabe
grabe
si
yung
Ma'am.
dedication. Oo, sobra. And also, parang nung time ko or time natin, parang hirap nga tayo ipag-balance both schools and trainings. And then for her,
Okay,
I
hindi
guess,
ang Philippine team. Perfect. Binalik ko na naman din eh. No? Sorry akin.
siguro, I guess, she is really blessed kasi fourth year college and then right after that, she also took a job pero hindi rin siya nagtagal kasi yun nga, parang
Focus.
if you really, if tingin mo hindi ka na rin kasi talagang nananalo, why stay? Pero if you really want to win pa, you should, dedicate yourself to it. So, dedication, courage, and everything. All right, that's for me. And Alex, what about you?
But yeah, I mean, the same way with how you felt. I was just amazed at how incredible the decisions she made, and then the perseverance talaga. Like the values that she said. No, it's like we all know these values that you have to persevere, you have to work harder, and then you have that confidence, that courage that you need. And we all know that like as values and virtues. But to see it like she really made the theory in practice, so you can see like the success that led up to her hardworking endeavors, no, and it really paid off, and you can see like wow, I was just impressed and amazed talaga, especially I didn't know much about her talaga like back then when before she started karate, so I wanted to really know about that more, and I did learn a lot, especially the tournaments and how she felt, and like the travels abroad that she experienced.
Wow.
I wanted to
Yeah,
ask which was the
Let's
best
go.
place she wanted to go to. She went to, which is the best place that she stayed in, though. But yeah, there's lots of lessons I learned. Like you have to really commit to
What to
and like
do.
laser focus. It's like what she said. To what she did. That's how she started winning. So that's that's something really that people need to really keep in mind, because again you can't really divide your attention, and then like you have to really commit, just like what Ma'am Gege said, no? You have to commit. O kung di, nagloloko lang tayo dito.
Yun talaga eh.
Yeah, oo. So,
Yeah.
Mga magjowa daw dyan, sabi ni Alex.
no.
Advice daw kasi yun eh.
Yo. But yeah, also about women empowerment, what she said was exactly correct. Was exactly like it hits right straight through the what do you call this? The point, no? The roof, the point.
Kaya pa iba na.
Sorry, naririnig na yung mga side comments ko. Anyway,
Okay,
go.
let's go.
But yeah, so all about that confidence, that courage that women need to build up, and like not feel inferior in like a workplace or like an environment with men, especially when they're being treated unfairly in the environment, no? So very important, no? That's me.
Prince.
By Prince, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Watching the
So,
background.
Watching
nga eh.
on the background.
So, bali ganun po yung ginawa naming diskarte ngayon. So, nagbukas kami ng madaldal. And then, joke lang. Mas pinag-focus namin sa kay Ma'am Gege kasi, yun. Sobrang galing ni Ma'am Gege. Sobrang bilib ko.
Yeah.
Kung kayo guys, starstruck kayo habang nag-i-interview, mas nagbigyan ako ng privilege maging starstruck kasi nasa background lang ako eh. Nakikinig lang ako sa mga sinasagot ni Ma'am. Hindi pa tapos magtanong, no? Alam niya na yung sasagot niya. Galing talaga.
Kaya nga eh.
Yeah.
Oh, iba
We were
talaga
so
mga
nervous.
journalist.
Years of experience na, guys.
Oh, years of experience. Tsaka UST graduate, no? Na-joke lang.
Oh,
Shoutouts
wow.
UST. I miss you so much na yun. And then, ayun, siguro yung pinaka-main takeaway ko po sa mga nasabi niyo and sasabihin pa lang ni Ivana, yung napansin ko is yung mga may hirap na bagay sa buhay ni Ma'am Gretchen na share niya confidently. And then yun talaga yung tingin ko nag-build up kung bakit siya sobrang strong person ngayon. Like, yung syempre sobrang memorable nung nagstay sila 6 months dun sa poorest neighborhood and then kung gaano kadelikado doon, di ba? So parang dito sa Philippines, breakfast niya na yung death threat eh. So okay gano'n yun kasi nabuhay ka ng ganong 6 months eh. So easy na lang yung ganun para sa kanya. And then, ayun, siguro yung paninindigan na rin na parang isang girl karateka and then hindi nagbaback down sa guys. So, yun, pasensya ka na lang, Paul, no? Shoutouts. Ano pa ba? So, all goods. Siguro yun naman sa akin. Bago pa ako, mademanda. Diba na?
Thank you.
Diba na?
Ayun, grabe, super starstruck ko pa rin tonight kahit na, it's like the same the first time I saw Ma'am Gege. Starstruck pa rin ako hanggang ngayon. And it's really a great opportunity for us to be able to talk to her and ask her questions kasi I wasn't really able to talk to her, na parang ganito, interview her about her karate life. And it's really nice na she got to share that with us and our viewers tonight. So, I think main takeaways naman is believe lang talaga ako na she can juggle all those things. And the way she dedicates her time and effort sa isang bagay lang, she focuses and strives to be the best at that yung endeavor na yun, and then move on to the next. She doesn't really pagsasabayan tas mababurn out.
Half commit, parang ganun.
Yeah, she knows. Yun nga sabi niya, she knows her strengths and weaknesses. So I think that's
Isa pa yun. Galing yun.
that's a nice thing to apply in life na kung malakas ka dito, why not try to pursue it and see where it goes, rather than being a jack of all trades, master of none, right? But yeah, I think that's a really, really nice takeaway from tonight's episode and how independent of a woman she is. Grabe, yun nga, yung sa Italy, I still can't believe na, she...
Grabe
Yeah.
yun.
Yun yung pina-take away talaga dun.
She worked during training.
Yeah, why? I was surprised
No,
about
isa pa yun. Isa pa yun. Oo.
Worked abroad.
Work siya in a dangerous environment. I don't think I can do that kung ngayon. Parang
Oo,
ako,
tingin ko din.
You guys can do that if you train in karate, So,
actually,
for inquiries,
Kasing
please
lakas ko si
contact.
Mama.
And you spent 6 months in Italy.
yeah, but
Yeah.
looking back at her, life, she traveled a lot, she experienced a lot, and it's really nice. Thank you talaga for. I'm really grateful now we got to have her as a guest tonight, and hopefully we can,
Thank you,
Invite
ma'am.
her.
Dragon. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really an
Mm.
icon to all
Marami
of
tayong
people.
pwedeng pag-usapan actually yung sa PBB stuff.
Yo, nga.
Love
Yeah.
advice. Na joke lang.
Comment
And
daw,
then yung
comment.
pala, naalala ko na yung name nung students niya. Si Ate Steph. Syempre, nag-blackball sa atin. Shoutout sa
Yeah.
Ate Steph. And then si Alik. Alik
Yes,
yung name.
Alec,
Yun,
yeah.
naalala ko na. Yun,
Yeah,
hindi ko
I
maalala
used-
yung name nung girl na yun. Pero,
I used to compete with her a lot of time. Pero
excuse me.
yun.
Si Angelique.
Like-
No, yun.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Naalala ko yun eh. Nag-training sila sa amin. Pinag-guest training sila sa Bahay Toro. Wala pang sports nun. So, yun. Pinapunta sila sa Bahay Toro. Nakag-gi sila. Hindi nila alam na hindi kailangan ng gi. Naalala mo yun? Okay, naka-gi pants sila and then shirt. Yun. Naalala ko lang. So, shoutout sa inyo. Yep.
Shoutouts
Yeah.
po.
Ano nga yun?
Yeah,
Sasabihin?
Papaikat pa ba tayo
Okay.
shoutouts pala?
Yeah, shoutouts na, shoutouts.
Oh, hindi
Ella,
tayong
Ella.
shoutouts last week.
Okay, yeah, okay. So shout outs to everyone who's watching tonight. We hope that you enjoyed our guest for tonight, and she was really an icon for all. And shout outs to all of our seniors who've been supporting our podcast. And yeah, that's it for me. Konti lang yung shout outs ko. Sorry,
Alex,
guys. Alex.
All right, yeah. Shoutouts to again everyone watching, subscribing, and shoutouts to Ma'am Therese. Na shoutout ni Ma'am Gretchen.
Shoutouts from
Shout
Ma'am
out
Therese,
KDA New Zealand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ma'am
Yeah.
Shirley.
Shirley,
Oh,
yeah, Ma'am
Ma'am Shirley.
Shirley.
Oh, and shoutout Sir Sensei David for
Yeah, Sir David.
for being the
Laughing.
host, no?
For
For
being
laughing,
For
watching the
laughing in the
podcast.
background.
Oh,
Shoutouts.
laughing. Yeah, but thank you very much, guys. Shoutouts to KDA for supporting us. Shoutouts to our sponsors, Anchorland,
Okay, ba
Culture
tayo?
Blend,
Okay,
PKL's,
next.
Unitech Pipe Manufacturing
Unitech.
Corporation, TKL Steel Corporation, and Casa.
Casasielo.
Casas, yeah.
That's just yellow.
Right,
Ata.
yeah. Shoutouts.
you
So
po.
thank you very much, no, for supporting. All right, that's me.
By
Okay.
Prince.
Sa akin, shoutouts to God for the wisdom. And then, thank you po, Ma'am Gege. Shoutouts talaga po sa'yo. And then, yeah, sa next
Shoutouts to
episode, no? May, for sure, may part 2 si Ma'am. Kasi marami pa kaming gustong tanongin. And grabe, sobrang elegant talaga ni Ma'am. Yun yung talagang
Grabe,
term
oo
sa elegant as in. Kasi kung yung ano niya, no, yung food trip niya, no, wine and pistachio.
Oh,
Oh,
No, sabay sa
Inuman
tayo,
pala.
ano,
she's just
Manila
a-
tsaka beer, no? Kasi yung mga pulutan natin, no? Mga wine and pistachio, no? Shoutouts. And then, shoutouts KDA, shoutouts mga students ko. My parents, my family, my girlfriend for the support. Yun lang ang bag ko actually dito eh. Yung mga ganito lang. Ano pa ba? Team Quiapo, Valorant, SMP. SMP, oh. Yun. Hopefully magkaroon tayo ng episode sa SMP nga eh. Sa totoo lang, ayun, gusto ko i-push.
Online bardagulan.
Yeah. In the future.
Online.
Pero okay, Codes. Thank you so much, Ivana.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone watching right now. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And thank you for all our senior black belts. Shout out po sa inyo kasi you give us a platform that we can talk to prestigious like karate icons po. Thank you for giving us a platform.
Yeah.
And shout outs to everyone. My mom, thank you for watching. And kinokorek niya ako kanina. Sabi niya, mag-English na lang daw ako kasi during the interview. Yeah, yun. Hi mama, love you. Pinapunta ko pa siya sa kabilang bahay para lang solo ko yung internet kasi
Shoutouts, tita.
Yeah,
Pasensya na po.
shout out po.
Thank
Ayun,
you sa
thank you
support,
for yeah. Shout out to my friends and loved ones that are watching right now and love you guys. And yeah, shout out sa nagpintura sa kamay ko.
Let's go.
Yeah, and thank you po sa sa mga nagbigay ng pamasko sa akin nung December kasi nakabili
Like
na
na
ako.
siya.
Yay!
Nice. Actually, nga.
Let's
Yun,
go.
If you
really nice investment. Thank you po.
Yeah.
Thank you po sa
Oo,
maninong
sobra.
mga senseis. Thank you po. Yeah, that's me.
Also, just real quick, maybe the chat has noticed. Someone here has a new mic stand. Pero
yeah.
di nag-appear.
Podcasters.
Shoutouts,
Mm.
podcasters, recorders,
Yeah.
songers,
Maging streamers ka na.
streamers. Hindi, wala ayaw ni Jaja eh. Pero yeah, soon. Shoutouts
Soon.
Lazada. Baka naman, 200 pesos, no?
Okay, no?
Oo nga, ayan. Talaga nag-plug pa ako eh, no? Sige,
Oo. Yeah. Baka naman po. Anyway,
baka
ayun.
naman. Ay, thank you so
ako.
much.
That's it for this week, guys.
Outro.
Thank you for listening.
Outro.
Hope
Thank
and
you so
your
much. Episode 9.
Ayan, binabasa niya. Binabasa niya.
Ulit. Take two.
Take
Go,
two,
go,
isa
go.
pa.
That's it for this week. Thank you for listening, guys. We hope you and your family enjoy this episode. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I am Ivana.
I am Ella.
Me? I'm Alex. I thought I was
I'm
last.
Prince.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are the Unarmed Podcast, episode
Episode 9.
9.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Woo, Papa
Alright.
Sausage.
Thank you for
Papa
guys for
sausage.
watching so much, and see you guys next week. All right.
Next week.
Where's my camera?
Yeah.
Here, camera.
See you next week.
See you next
Papa
week.
Sausage.
All right.
Bye, guys.